Today, I like to talk about perfect versus perfectionism. So, when I think of the word perfect, I think of wanting to be perfect, hoping for the best form, in consideration of everything that is good about that specific thing. For example, if somebody tells you you're perfect, he or she is mentioning that you are your best form, you are doing really well, you are trying your best, and that you are a good person, and that he or she sees in you what is good. Now, I think when it's perfectionism, it becomes greed. It is not a compliment, it is not a form that is necessary, and it is actually the opposite of perfect. For example, if you are working on a piece of art and you, for eternity, maybe like 3,000 hours, literally for many years, work on it and just little by little fix it. And on the 4,000th hour, you say, it's no good. It's just not perfect. That is perfectionism. You are actually taking away the compliment that it deserves and calling it upon your judgment that it is of no good. That behavior, that perfectionism or perfectionist behavior is actually nothing perfect. It is less than good, less than bad. It is the unwillingness to admit that something is beautiful. So how do we bridge this being perfect and perfectionism? Actually, I believe that the answer is there are no bridges for these two. One is greed. One is willingness to give compliments that something deserves to be called good. The other is the unwillingness to admit when something by proof has so much effort put into it that it is of somebody's purest turmoil, effort, searching for something, and once it has a form, you are going to call it, oh, this is no good. It is almost what people might say satanic versus holy. Because if you're holy, if you're seeking holiness, you will always say, oh wow, that's gorgeous, that's beautiful. Because that's what you see inside. It is not the visual form or the measurement of the calculations. It is what your heart feels inside and wants to say. Versus the other, it will calculate forever. It will measure the differences and will note down every flaw and then say, no, this is not good and I am a perfectionist. So the conclusion for me personally is that there are no bridges between these two. You must decide for yourself which you're going to be. You cannot be a perfect perfectionist or a perfectionist who is perfect. You have to decide, are you perfect? Are you the type of person who's going to say you're perfect and everybody else is perfect? And that's what you're going to stick with. Or you're going to choose being a perfectionist and say, every person, everything, every animal, every living soul that is presented to me, I have to measure it, calculate it, and then decide, is this good enough? And then in the end, always say, no, nothing is good enough. You must decide for yourselves. Do you want to be the perfect type or the perfectionist type? And I just want to know I am in Covina of California right now, and I recorded this thought processing regarding the idea of perfect and the ideology of perfectionism. It is August 14th, 2020, Friday. God bless. Bye-bye.